Welcome back, guys, and welcome to the sixth playoff preview of the day. So now we have Toronto and Tampa. Toronto, 54-21-7, 115 points, best season they've ever had. Tampa Bay, 52-23-8 with 110 points. As back-to-back Cup champions, still going strong. Toronto was second in the Atlantic, third in the East, fourth in the league. Pretty linear there. Tampa, third in the Atlantic, fifth in the East, eighth in the league. Not bad either. Goals for, Toronto is second with 315. Goals against, 18th with 253. Goal differential, plus 62. It's kind of like Florida. They play a very similar style. Goals for Tampa, 8th, 287. Goals against, 6th, 233. Goal differential, plus 54. Excellent as well. Factors for Toronto, motivation. They are more motivated. They want this. They want to defeat the ghosts of Christmas past, essentially. Except it's not Christmas, it's playoff past. And if they lose, if I feel like if they lose in 6 games or less, it'd be acceptable. If they lose in 7 again, I'm pretty sure the whole city of Toronto might lose their minds and riot. The only difference is this year they're not necessarily favorites. These teams are pretty similar. Factors for Tampa, experience without question, and goaltending, Vasilevsky. Questions for Toronto, Sandin and Kasha. I was going to put Campbell up here, but he is said to play, and it's going to be a question of will he be able to stay healthy through the playoffs due to his recent injuries. There's going to be no Mrazek. Shalgren is probably going to be where the backup is, and yeah, no recent playoff series between these teams. Meetings this season. The first game was in Toronto on November 4th, 2021. Toronto wins that one 2-1 in overtime. And then in Toronto for the second meeting on December 9th, 2021, Tampa Bay wins 5-3. In Tampa for the last 2 meetings on April 4th and April 21st. On April 4th, Toronto wins 6-2 over Tampa. On April 21st, Tampa wins 8-1 in a complete destruction of Toronto. That's what really got me. I thought, okay, so this game was close. This game, it was close, but it could have gone either way. Toronto controlled most of this game, and they were on a very good winning streak. And then Tampa just did that and being like, okay, Tampa's not going away easy. This is going to be a very interesting series, and unfortunately for Toronto, I can almost guarantee it will go the long distance in probably about 7 games. These teams can be so similar. They have the firepower on offense. Matthews has 60. Marner, Nylander, Tavares. They've got on Tampa has Stamkos, Kucherov, Point, and then on the depth side, if Kasha comes back, then you have all throughout the bottom. You have Kerfoot. You have, I'm trying to remember their entire lineup. Kampf. You have Simmons. You have Spezza. You get the idea. And then for Tampa, you have Hagel, Paul. Why can't I think of people again either? Perry, Maroon, Bellemare. It's pretty excellent lineups up and down. The defense, Tampa's left side defense is the best in the league without question. And then Toronto, well, they definitely improved on defense at the deadline by adding Giordano. They already had Riley, TJ Brody, and several other pieces that looked good. Their defense is probably the best it's ever been, and it's really a question of which team is going to break to the pressure. Tampa, I think, has more pressure on it than it should be because of the fan perspective that Toronto cannot get out of the first round, so that's Tampa's pressure. Toronto, without question, has the pressure upon themselves. No injuries for Tampa as well, so that's also a big factor, but we'll see. It's going to be a very... The bottom 6s of these teams, I think, are going to go at it. There will be fights, I'm pretty sure, between Simmons and Maroon. They were going at it during the regular season, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Now we move to the Atlantic Division to end off the previews, but that's all I have for you in this one, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.